You're listening to CBC Online at cbchs.org.
What happened, man? 66 points here on a really good SLUH team. You ran for 200 yards. You ran like a man possessed. Talk about the game.
Well, we came out hard because we knew we was the underdog coming into the game because everybody was saying that SLUH was supposed to beat us basically. Because people said all the interviews he had, everybody was basically down in us. So we knew we had to come out hard.
You came out really like a man possessed. I mean, you had some big runs, that big touchdown run at the end. Talk about that play.
It felt real good, but the whole time I was running, my calves was cramping up. But I wanted it that bad, so I kept going. I strived for it. I was not getting tackled.
Hey, Joe. Talk about this game. You guys wanted this one bad. There was no mistake. You wanted to be in control from the start.
Well, we knew we had to come out hard, so that's what we did, and we finished.
You talked about a lot of people not really giving your team a lot of, they don't believe in CBC. You guys really put a statement out there tonight.
Yes, sir.
What can we expect in the Dome game? Looks like you got Blue Springs.
Basically, same thing we showed today, but a lot harder. A lot harder.
Good stuff. Any words about the offense in general they really put together today?
Well, our offensive line, that's what I wanted to talk about, because they did their thing tonight. They opened up a lot of holes for me, and I had to hit them. I thank them a lot.
You guys spent a lot of time in August when it was very hot, very sweaty. You knew that this was the goal to get to the state championship, and you're here. What's your feelings?
I feel that we deserved it because we put in more work than anybody in the state, and we deserved it, so we got it.
Good stuff. Antonio Brown, we'll check you next time.
Can we not do this right now? I'm crying.
I love it. CBC Online with Dalton Demos. Dalton, you guys came out and made a statement tonight. 66 points on the board. Talk about what's your feeling coming into the game, first of all?
Well, we know we had to get we had to play really well tonight, and we were ready for them, and our offensive line did an absolutely outstanding job the whole game, and so did our running backs. Our running backs were bar none the best out here for sure, and proud of everybody.
They came out, they got that quick touchdown, and it seemed like, oh boy, what was going on? But you guys answered right away. How important was it to get points on that board on that possession?
That was it. That could have changed the whole game. That was a big momentum shift for them, and we had to come back and answer back, and we did. And I think that's why we won the game, probably.
You seem very emotional. What's going on?
Hey, I just gave my dad a hug. Man, we're going to state, man.
Talk about your line. Your line was awesome this year, and especially this game.
Outstanding. They moved them around like dummies. They just did absolutely outstanding. I love them all. I couldn't be more proud of them.
Talk about this big-time atmosphere. I mean, this is the biggest game you probably played so far.
Yeah, and it's nuts. People yelling my name, and people yelling everybody's name. It was crazy. It was a lot of fun.
So you go into the Dome. Looks like you're gonna play Blue Springs South. Any early thoughts on them?
I don't know anything about them. I know we're gonna be ready for them. We're gonna play as hard as possible. So we're gonna get it.
Finally, talk. How happy are you for Coach Pingle? He's been with you guys since the August days of the summer. You guys are here in November, still staying. And talk about Coach Pingle.
I mean, Coach has led us the whole way. He's been doing an outstanding job. He's carried us the whole way. With his judgment and his mentoring. He's an amazing person.
66 points. I'm telling you, it's hard to believe.
That's right. Man, this is a good feeling.
CBC Online, we're talking again with Tom England here. Tom, 66 points on the U-High in their home field. I mean, it has to feel special.
When it's in the state semifinal game, there's nothing better. We came out, we were ready for what they had, and we just executed. We had a good week of practice, so when you're able to execute, that's what happens.
They came down and they scored that first touchdown and kind of sent a message to you guys, but how important was it to put points back on the board after that?
We turned to each other and we said, let's just go score. We know we could do it, and we knew our defense would lock them down, and our defense scored 2 more touchdowns. It was a real team effort tonight, and it was all about the team.
Obviously, the running backs and the quarterback gets a lot of attention, but the line's really been getting it done all year.
We like our role as kind of the unsung heroes. We go out, we quietly do what we got to do, and we do some smash mouth football, and we make the holes for the best backs in St. Louis, and we give protection to the best quarterback in St. Louis.
Now this season actually started in August when the heat of the summer you guys were out there working out. Now you're here on the cusp of being state champions. One more game. What's your thoughts going in the next week?
I remember Coach Harris working with us in the summer saying, how bad do you want it? And now it's all coming together. We got one more goal. That was why we got up at 6 a.m. in the 100-degree heat. We got one more goal to come together as a team, so we got to do it.
One thing about you guys, all this season, you guys really never had any problem with adversity. If the adversity showed up, you guys always answered the call. That's a real special quality. Talk about the fact that you guys have always been able to step up and answer.
It goes back to last year whenever the offense we would be in a shootout. We would just change and said, now we got to score, and it just kind of carried over to this year. And we all know what we're able to do, and when we're able to execute, it works beautifully. So that's how it goes.
You guys are making history. First CBC team to be in the state championship. Hopefully to win the state championship. Yeah. Excuse me. How does that feel?
Hey, we want to be the first. That was our goal. So there's only one first, and we want to be the first. We want to be the first banner in Wolf Cut Gymnasium. Special people.
Good stuff. Tom England, CBC Online. We'll check you next time.
Thank you.
CBC, Men for Tomorrow, Brothers for Life.